Well, wow. That's all I got to say about that. Second period coming out right now. The Sarnia Sting leading 3-1 right now over the North Bay Battalion. And Ian, we talked, last period about are we going to see some aggression out there? It's really come to truth, hasn't it?
We definitely saw some aggression right there in the last minute. Big brawl.
Yeah.
Multiple members of both teams.
Yeah. They were both really getting, North Bay is obviously frustrated. I think North Bay thought they might be doing a little bit better. 3-1 right now. And I don't know what got under their skin or whatever. They're frustrated. But then they really came after like Del Belbalouz, who just got that last goal. And then there's some more frustration that's happened out there. And then the next thing you know, everybody's grabbing a hold of each other. But the Sarnia Sting really dominated it. I don't know how much you caught of it there, but they just grabbed a hold of North Bay and just threw him down on the ice and said, that's it, stop, right? So things definitely getting a little out of control there. I feel for the referees because they've been in the middle of that and some other things that I think they were taking a few hits themselves.
Yeah, they've definitely seen it today. I've seen some pucks almost hit the referees,
Right.
off some angry shots and everything as well. It's been a real aggressive game. There was another goal as well. Nolan Burke just poked it in.
Yeah, and that went under review for quite some time. It was a long review, but he did tip it in, just kind of snuck it in there, right?
Yeah, and that's probably building towards the frustration. They're just those goals that perhaps they're thinking maybe we should have saved, and they're just frustrated because, like you said, they think maybe they should be on top.
Yeah. Well, you talked earlier, too, pregame, when we were chatting about the North Bay's been on the road for quite a few days. Do you think that's affecting them out there?
I definitely think so. I think definitely when you're tired, you haven't maybe slept properly. They lost last night.
Yeah.
So maybe the frustration's building, the fatigue's building, and that's what's getting to them in today's game.
Yeah. Well, it certainly is. There's frustration out there. There's like anybody can see that for sure. And the Sarnia Sting, haven't always, going back several months, haven't always handled the aggression. We've been able to get under our skins a little easier. But it looks like, would you agree they're handling it better?
Yeah, I'd say they've definitely handled it almost perfectly this game. Very well.
Yeah. Well, now it's 3-1. So now the conversation in the locker room for the Sarnia Sting is what? Do we just keep doing what we've been doing, or are there some things you think what did you see out there that maybe they need to improve on, or do they just need to come back out and do the same thing all over again?
I definitely think, if you can get 2 more goals, do that too. But just like this period. But I think, they should not let up their goal. We've seen that sometimes, they're in a comfortable lead and they just let off the gas. So just stay defensive. If you can score more, perfect, but just don't let the opposition score.
Yeah. Now, North Bay's having a conversation in their locker room. What do you think they're talking about in there? What would you be saying they're talking about if you were in that locker room?
Keep up the aggression, but maybe not to the physical level that they are. Maybe don't be starting fights.
Yeah. Focus on scoring goals really is what they need to do right now, right? But I think you make a good point. The Sarnia Sting have done that before where, we've seen it against London recently, 3-0, and then next thing you know, we're into shootout mode. And I don't think I don't know what the stats are on it, but I don't think we do well in shootouts typically.
Not from what I've seen. I've seen quite a few shootouts here, and, they don't go as well for this thing. So if they can just keep the pace up, score goals. Benny's been doing really well in goal. If he can keep that up, if the defense can keep it up, I think, this thing can come away with the win. Yeah,
well, let's hope we see that. Of course, after today, we'll be doing the post-game, or at the end of today's game, I should say, we'll do the post-game press conference, as always. Never know who's going to show up there. Now, coming into next week, let's talk about that. It's a week away, but Friday, London is back in the house, and they've really had our number the last 2 games.
Yeah, I definitely think, last night and even tonight, the Sting are looking to make a statement win and show that London, you're coming here Friday. We're not afraid of you. We're getting back on our horse and riding into the sunset with a win on Friday. So,
well, let's hope that you're right, Ian. Don't wait to get your tickets. Last time London was in the house, it was a sold-out capacity crowd. So go online to sarniasting.com to get those tickets. Ian, thank you so much for joining me at tonight's game. And really, I know we'll have you back. And stay looking slick, man. You got the game going on right here.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Ian Linton joining me, ladies and gentlemen, as always, from the concourse of the Sarnia Sting on live. I'm David Burrows. Now, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Go Sting, go!